Welcome to the Masterclass with Ms. H20. Yes, you guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules and joining in this class today. I so appreciate it. Those of you who are here and you can hear me, please type where you're tuning in from. Please let me know where you are joining us from. I know we have some people from all over. We have some people who are in the U.S., outside of the U.S. Just tell me where you're tuning in from. And then also let me know what industry you're in. Please let me know what industry you are in, so that I just know who we have on the call tonight, because I am eager to get this information out to you, but I just want to make sure that it is being, it's for the people who are here. I want to make sure. All right, so we have some people from New York. Yes, in the house. We got some people from Florida in the house. Awesome. We got some people from Texas. Wonderful, wonderful. ATL is representing. Yes. All right, Missouri. I see you. I see you. All right, you guys. Why it's important to have another stream of income. All right. So just before we get started, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. For those of you who have never met me before, hi, I am Brenda Cotton Waters. Many people know me as Ms. H20. I am an award-winning hairstylist. I am CEO of a company that I really don't put out there, but I am CEO of Gorgeous Strands Incorporated. It is a hair distribution company. I am a business coach. I am a speaker. And I am host of the Hair Artist Academy podcast and Hair Artist TV, which many of you, that's how you found me. I want to talk a little bit about why having a product line is important. Before we go there, just a little bit more about me and my journey to where I am now. As I mentioned, many of you probably saw me on television. Maybe you didn't even know I've been on television. But I was on Hair Battle Spectacular Season 2. That was a reality TV show on Oxygen. And it featured 10 or 11, I think it was 11 of us total, of the most talented hairstylists throughout the U.S. to compete for $100,000. We had to live together. We had to compete against each other. And it was all about avant-garde hair. And you can see underneath that my work has been featured on a variety of media outlets. And that is not to impress you, that is to impress upon you what is possible. And I wanted to put all this out here because that is what having a product line has done for me. It really has helped me catapult my business. So let's talk about why you need a product line. Here's why you need a product line. If you are in the service industry, and I think as I'm reading here, so many of you are hairstylists, makeup artists. It looks like I have some salon owners here. We have some massage therapists. We have some people who are nail techs and lash extension specialists, I see. A lot of us who are in the service industry, we're trading dollars for hours. We're pretty much have a limited income, right? It means that if we don't work, we don't eat. If we don't go into work today, we don't get paid. We make no money. If we stay at home, if we're sick, if whatever it is that's going on, if we don't put in an effort and actually take a paying client, there is no money coming into our household. And what I learned very early on is that, actually not very early on, I learned after some headache and turmoil that I needed to do some things differently, because what I was noticing is that at the end of a 2-week pay period, I never had enough money. Right? Is anybody else out there? If that is you, if you find yourself in this situation that once you get your paycheck, it's already gone because you're passing that on to Bell South, or you're passing that on to your Visa card payment, or your MasterCard payment, or Amex, or your rent, your landlord. It's like the money just goes through your hand like liquid, like water. And I started to realize that, the more and more I would work, it's like I would take 2 steps forward and 5 steps backwards, right? So I began to see that I needed to change things up and do something different. And as I did that, I kind of accidentally accidentally started my own product line. And what that did for me is it created another stream of income, which is why you need a product line, because it gives you the opportunity to have another stream of income that you can begin to make money off of, whether you're sleeping or eating or playing or hanging with bae or kicking it with your kids. It's very important that we diversify our gifts and talents. Now, just as we just went over, multiple streams of income are so important. What is that? It just means that you have multiple ways to bring in income for yourself, for your household, for your family. It is very, very important that we don't just put all our eggs in one basket, right? It is important that we don't just, you know, stand behind a chair all day if that's the industry that you're in, and you're standing in front of a someone's face if you're a makeup artist, and if they're not sitting there in that chair, you're not making money. You need to make sure that there are other things that you have in place so that you can begin to bring in money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, let's talk about products. You don't have to have a physical product. You can have a digital product. You don't have to have a digital product. You can have a physical product, or a combination of the two. So it does not matter, you guys, as long as you have a product, that is all that matters. And both of them are so easy to create if you have the steps, if you have the tools. So for those of you who are here and you stay to the very end of this class, I'm going to not only be answering questions, but I have a special little gift for you. So let's talk a little bit more about, you guys as entrepreneurs or wantrepreneurs, those of you who are wanting to start a business, but you're not quite sure what it is. One of the major mistakes new entrepreneurs make is not having a mentor. You guys, this is one of the biggest mistakes I see for new entrepreneurs. A lot of us start out wanting to start a business, right? We want to either, maybe want to write a book, or maybe want to launch a product. Whatever it is, we have a dream, we have a goal, a desire to do something really big and put it out into the world. But a lot of times we don't even know where to start. We're overwhelmed. It's just too much. We're researching on Google. We're looking at YouTube videos. We're talking to people, but we don't have someone guiding us along the way. That was a huge mistake that I made many years ago, and it cost me a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of headache, a lot of frustration. And then it wasn't until I started having mentors that I got on the right path. So hopefully you're not making this mistake. I hope that many of you have a mentor, and let's talk a little bit more about that, because I'm sure your next question is, okay, how do I find a mentor? The easiest and most accessible place is at your local SCORE chapter. So wherever you guys are, I know we have a lot of people joining us from all over the U.S. here. So if you are in the U.S., you can go to your local SCORE chapter in your state, and you usually can find that by going to the sba.gov, and they actually have mentors for you, you guys. They have mentors that they will partner you with so that you can get some guidance from someone else who has done what you're trying to do. So they may not be in your exact business, but they will be in your industry, and they can help guide you so that you can avoid some of the pitfalls that many entrepreneurs make early on in their business, so that you can begin making a profit a lot sooner than most people. A lot of people will tell you the first 2 years in business you don't make any money. Now, if you have a mentor, that can reduce your time. You can actually start turning a profit very quickly, because that person is guiding you and showing you all the pitfalls and all the roadblocks to avoid. Now, let's talk about why having a product line is so amazing, because it gives you it has a residual effect, right? So let's just say right now, hypothetically speaking, you're a makeup artist and a hairstylist. You do both. You're amazing. You're fabulous. Like, nobody else can do hair and makeup better than you in your city. Like, okay, so let's just say you decided to launch a makeup line. Maybe it's just a foundation or eyeshadow or a lip color. and you're just kind of known in your little area and your salon or your studio, wherever you're working. You launch your line. Guess what happens? Now other people are looking to you as an authority in your industry. Like, this person knows what they're doing. Not only are they great at makeup and hair, but they have their own product line. Now you're looked at as an authority. What starts to happen after that is like a domino effect. People start coming to you, asking you questions. People start asking you to come and be a guest on maybe their podcast, or to write a guest post for their blog, or for their magazine. What also happens is other companies will start to contact you because they want to retail your product. This has been happening to me since I launched my product line. I've had hundreds of people reach out to me because they've heard about my product line. And also speaking engagements, people will contact you wanting you to come to their business, to their schools, to their conferences, and ask you to speak because now you're known as an authority in your industry because of this amazing product line that you've created. So back to when we just opened up. The way I landed on Hair Battle Spectacular, you guys, is because of my product line. Someone from their casting department, and a casting agent, reached out to me, and they reached out through my product email address. At the time, it was Snazzy Lights. That was one of my first couple products. Snazzy Lights with colorful clip-in hair extensions. That's actually what I'm wearing in that picture. And this person said, hey, we saw your work. We think you're amazing. We want you to audition for this new reality TV shows featuring hairstylists. So it kind of went from there. But had I not had a product line, I probably would not have even been attracted. So it puts you on a platform immediately, and it makes it you look at it as if this person knows their stuff. Secretly you might think, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just figuring this out as I go. I'm faking it until I make it. That's fine. But nobody else knows that, you guys. Nobody else knows that. So that is why not just having a product line is amazing for multiple streams of income, but it also gives you the opportunity to put yourself on a national platform and ultimately begin to change people's lives. I know as beautypreneurs, we change people's lives every single day, only on a daily basis, right? We're changing their appearance, and they immediately feel beautiful and they're happy. But I want to set you guys up to where you're changing people's lives on a national level. You have everything it takes to do that. So now let's just say you have an idea for a product. Maybe you don't have an idea. But as you go through this masterclass tonight, I'm going to help give you some ideas on what to sell and where to sell it. So where you sell your products is important. The most important place nowadays is online because you can open a brick and mortar store. However, a lot of large retailers are closing their stores now and choosing to sell products online. Big stores, like Sears, and I know there are some recent stores that had just announced closings, and I can't remember the exact names, but because I don't want to speak negatively about anyone's corporation. But if you guys Google recent store closings, you'll notice that there is a huge trend that's happening right now. A lot of these larger corporations are closing their stores, and I always teach my students to follow the trend, right? If you see that these bigger stores are closing their stores and they're opting to just begin to sell solely online, that is a trend that I want you to follow. So selling online is the number one place. You can also sell in your hair salon, your studio, your barber shop. You definitely can sell in a store, boutique, but I prefer it be an online store, boutique, eBay, Amazon, and festivals. Festivals are huge. Festivals is a secret little seller that I always try to recommend for new product creators and entrepreneurs, because a lot of people overlook this, especially when you're just starting out. The great thing about festivals is that you can get out there, you can get your product in front of your number one supporters. You can get feedback from people immediately. They can touch and feel your product. You can get an idea of how much you can sell your products for. It's just so much that you can do at festivals. And on top of that, the great thing is that you get money on the spot, cash. And that's a great way to fund your business when you're just starting out, just to go and find some festivals in your local area, set up a booth. Usually they're 1 or 2 days, sometimes the entire weekend. Bring your products, sell them, and get money right then and there. That's a perfect test market, a perfect way to see if your product is actually a viable product, if it's going to sell on a larger market. And now let's talk about some marketing strategies. So back to what we were talking about earlier, why having a product line is so important is that it puts you on a national scale. So what happens for me, not only did casting directors begin reaching out to me, and disclaimer, I'm not saying if you have a product line that you will be on a reality TV show, okay? The full disclaimer, that will happen to some people, not for everyone. However, and then I'm not also saying that you're going to make 6 figures, but that is a possibility. But what happened for me is celebrities began to reach out. So one of them was Tori Spelling. She is a blogger, and she was having a birthday party for her daughter, and all her kids are, her celebrity friends who had kids. And she wanted to put together a special little gift bag, a favor bag for all of the guests and their attendees. And she reached out to me and wanted to carry my product line, Snazzy Lights. And you see her there, and it's her daughter. So that's a beautiful thing about having products, you guys. It just puts you out on a platform. I know I have a lot of people on here who are introverts, and I have a lot of people who are shy, and you just kind of like to stay in your world, and that's fine. The great thing about having a product line is that you get to kind of hide. You don't have to have your face be the face of the brand unless you want it to. So nobody really knows who's behind the product. They just know this is an amazing product. And it gives you immediate attention. So great ways to sell it is press releases, announcing the product once it launches, putting it in a press release. Obviously, going live. You guys know I love that. I haven't been live in a long time on Periscope, but Instagram, Facebook, Periscope, going live and just talking about your product is a very, very easy way to sell it and to market it. YouTube is highly overlooked. You guys. YouTube is a great way to sell your products, and that is one of, probably I would say, the #1 seller of many of my products. And then bloggers and celebrity bloggers and influencers, I would say that's #2. If you were to ask me and I was starting a new product line today, I would start out by making a YouTube video and then sending my product to bloggers and possibly celebrity bloggers and asking them to give an honest review, but do it on video so that I can also use those videos on, my website. And then I will also go live on Facebook, Instagram, and Periscope talking about the product. And you guys, overnight, you'll be amazed how much attention your product will get and how many sales you will get. Now, the one thing that I have your product selling like hotcakes, we just touched on, that is reviews and testimonials, you guys. Reviews and testimonials are humongous for not just product lines. Those of you who are in the service industry, if for any of your services, hairstyles, makeup, nails, whatever it is that you're doing, having a customer to review your product and do testimonials is pivotal. Now, and you don't just want a written review, you want a physical video that you can use on YouTube, on your website. You can post on your social media. These are huge, and they will work for you over and over and over again. So once you get that video, you can use that for years to come, and it will really help add some value and help up your, what is the word I'm looking for? Your social standing. So people will look and see, oh my gosh, all these different people have used this product and they love it. So a lot of people will listen to someone else before they listen to you, the product creator. So when they see someone else writing a review, especially like if you go to Amazon, right? And for me, I don't know about you guys, but the first thing I'm going to look at before I decide to purchase a product is what? Yes. the reviews. And the same thing goes for you when you're selling products. People are going to look at the reviews and they want to see, you know, feedback from other customers that the product they're using really works. Also, you can go to Fiverr.com, and you can send people there your product, and they will review your products as well. Now, things you must do now. So I'm always, whenever we do these classes, these master classes, I always want to give you something that you can walk away with and do today, tonight, literally as you are on this call or as you finish up this class. I want you guys to go ahead and get a domain name. So there are some of you who are in the process of starting a line and some of you who have no idea what line you want to start. So the best thing you can do is go ahead and get a domain name. Well, how do you get a domain name, Brenda, when you don't even know, excuse me, what your product is going to be called? The best thing you guys can do is just get your first and last name.com, okay? Like my first and last name, BrendaCottonWaters.com. If it's taken, you can add the to the beginning of it, or you can add your city, you know. So it's totally up to you what works, or you can have Atlanta hairstylist, you know, the stylist and then your name.com, if that makes sense. So the stylist Brenda.com. Just something very generic, you guys, so that you have a place that you can host your product once you actually have it, once it's ready to launch. But in the meantime, I want all of you to do this. Please get a domain name and set up a coming soon page, right? So what a coming soon page is, it's, some of you have probably heard of this before. It's a landing page. It literally is a page that has not much on it other than we have some amazing products coming soon, or we have something exciting that is going to be launching soon. To be the first to know when this launches, please put in your name and email address, and we'll contact you, and we'll contact you as soon as it launches. Something like that, something very simple, straight and to the point, so that people give you their name and their email address. So this is the #1 way, you guys, to make money the absolute day you launch your product. So a lot of people are like, oh, I'm working so hard on this product line. I'm working on the logo and the branding and the this and the that. And then guess what? You do all of that work, and on the day you launch, it's like crickets because you have no customers, right? So I am giving you the secret tool that you need to set and put in place today, so that when you actually launch your product, the day you launch, you have sales, you have money, you have customers on your very first day. And like we said earlier in this class, a lot of times it takes some people a year or two to make a profit. I am trying to cut that time in half for you. So doing this will allow you to have sales the very first day you launch, and it's highly recommended. So you guys, please do that tonight if you haven't already. Maybe some of you already have a domain name, but go ahead and put up that coming soon page. If you don't know how, you can go to Wix. You can look at leadpages.com. MailChimp has some landing pages, templates that you can use. But I highly recommend you do this now. And all you're going to do is send your family and your friends, and get on social media and say, hey, you guys, go check out my website, and it's just a coming soon page. And make sure you put in your email addresses so we can keep in touch, so I can let you know what big things I have coming your way. That is it. That simple. All right. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit. Actually, I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to pause right here, and I'm going to check in with you guys just to see how this is going. What are you guys thinking about the information so far? How are you thinking? How are you feeling about it? Is it something that you can use? Is it something that you can put into place in your business? Okay, I see some of you already have products. Some of you are trying to figure out what to do because you're like, I don't know. So let me know. Is it something that is helping you? Awesome. Awesome. People are like, yes, this is helping. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about launching your product. Now, I'm going to go behind the scenes of one of my products in just a second. It is a figure in sales business, and it didn't happen overnight. It did not happen overnight, but I just want to go behind the scenes and just a little bit and show you that product. So let me see, actually. Hopefully you guys can. Let's see if I go here. See if I can log in. Behind the scenes of an online store. All right. So I've been online. Let me know if you guys can see this screen, because I'm on a website now. So please type in I can see. Just type in the question box. I can see the screen, because I don't want to lose anybody as we go forward. So just go ahead and type that in for me, you guys. Let me know if you can see the screen. All right. So you guys, I don't want to give away any of our customers' information, so I'm not going to go too deep into too far down. Okay, yes, we can just stay on the dashboard. All right, so this is behind the scenes of a online store. Okay, so I have some people here who want to start their own hair extension line. There's some people who want to start a online clothing boutique. A lot of you have so many different areas of expertise that you want to go in. I started online back in, I think, 2007, 2006, 2007. It's been a minute, with my first product, Snazzy Lights. That was the first one that we sold online, and then accidentally created some products after that. And this is what you're seeing right now. So this store was created back in 2012, I believe. So that was about 7 years ago. Did I do the math right? I think I did that right. So about 7 years ago, and believe it or not, the formula that I just gave you is the formula that we use to launch the store, right? So the day that we opened this store and let people, and sent an email out to let people know that the online store was up and ready and they could start purchasing products, we made sales the very first day. So since we have been in online, you guys can see we made over $500,000. It's right now at $760,000, and that's not including our phone sales. So we also have a 1-800 number where our customers can call in and place orders by the phone, and those probably total to about 200K now. So we're nearing the $1 million mark online, and I don't want those numbers to scare you. That's why I'm always cautious about, and I've actually never done this before. I'm only doing this for my hair artist VIPs, but I'm very cautious about going behind the scenes and showing the inner workings of my business, because people can be overwhelmed, or they can be like, oh my God, I can never do that. And I'm telling you, I started where you are. I never thought this was possible. But I want you guys to see a big number here. It's actually not a big number. It's a small number. 1.9K people. That's all it took to make that amount of money. Okay, so I don't want you to think that you got to have, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people to buy your products to make a significant profit. You only need a few people. I always tell my students, you only need one yes, right? One person can change your whole life. One phone call, one client, one customer, one sale can change your whole life. Now, I just want to scroll down just a little bit. This tells you the amount of people who are on our website right now. Clearly, it's not a lot of people. I mean, you have huge corporations who have, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 people online at one time. But again, it only takes one of those 9, right? One of those 9 to buy a product. And then because this store is open 24/7, when I go to bed tonight, 9 more people can jump on, or 20 more people can jump on, and often that happens, and I am able to make a sale while I'm sleeping. Now, this is why it's so important that you guys see this huge map right here. This is why it's so important that you have a product line in an online store. The reason being is that you can sell to the entire world. That's what this represents right here. So I'm just going to quickly go over. Let's see if I can enlarge this. go over and just scroll over. So as I scroll over, it's going to show you the amount of money and the amount of sales that was made in that area. All right, so good old US of A. We have made $586,000 to date selling our products. In Canada, 52,000. I'm just going to scroll and see where this is. This little place here, Ireland, $1,647 in Ireland, you guys. In the UK, almost $50,000 we've made in the UK. Saudi Arabia, I've never been to Saudi Arabia, but we made $2,400 in Saudi Arabia. Let's see, that is, I believe that's Dubai. Yes, we've sold products in Dubai. Crazy, right? I never would have thought this possible. Australia, $28,000. It's just unbelievable what's possible when you wait. Oh, one order in India for $36.99. You guys see, it's just amazing what's possible when you are able to have a product. There's one in Spain, that in France, $324 that you can sell online that sells for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Isn't that not unbelievable? Incredible, right? It's something that, and there's Brazil, I want for you. This is something that I want for you guys. And again, like I said, I'm not saying and showing you these things, excuse me, to impress you, but I am showing you this to impress upon you what is possible. You have everything it takes to do this, to make these type of numbers, to launch a product and to begin selling it to the world. There's something inside of you, you guys, right now. You know there is something more that you should be doing, and there's an idea, but you just don't know where to get started. You don't know how to get it out there. You don't know, where to go to find packaging, and what website to build, or how to take the pictures for the products. All these different things, you guys. I am going to tell you about now, because I said I have something for those of you who stay to the end, right? So I want to share with you something that I've been working on for quite some time now, and that is, let's see if we can get back to our screen. That is my proven system for launching your own product line, and that is Product Line to Profits. Product Line to Profits is my baby. It is a course that I created for people like you who want to launch a product line, but you don't know where to start. You're overwhelmed. Maybe some of you have just relocated. Maybe you had a really good business or a huge clientele where you were, and you're starting over. Some of you maybe have just graduated from high school or college, and you're just like, nobody, you're sending out resumes and nobody's biting. You're not getting any phone calls for interviews. Maybe you just went through a divorce and it was horrible and hard, and you feel like you're starting over. I've heard from many of you in this situation, and I created this course for you, Product Line to Profits. Let's talk a little bit about what's in the course. In Product Line to Profits, I teach you why launching a product is easier now than ever before. This is the best time of your life, you guys, to launch a product. The absolute best time. If we were trying to do this 5 years ago, or even when I started back in the day, it would be 10 times harder. Trust me. Me trying to book a flight to China is a lot easier now than it was back then, when I actually did book a flight and got on a plane and went and visited manufacturers and all that good stuff. Me trying to set up a website today is a lot easier than it was all those years ago. Trust me. This is the very best time to start, and that's why I'm encouraging guys to start now. I'm going to teach you how to take your idea from concept to your first sale, how to find manufacturers, how to brand and package your products, the best websites to use to sell your products, how to take your brand from locally to globally. You guys just saw, I started out in Atlanta, Georgia, you guys, and you see my products are being sold all over the world. I never thought that was possible. I'm going to give you marketing tips and strategies to help build buzz around your products before it launches, what payment processes to use, processing systems to use, so that you get all of your money, okay? as much money in your bank account as you desire, right? And disclaimer, again, full disclaimer, I am not saying every single person who takes this course will be in that situation, but many of you will, because you have the drive, you have what it takes. I'm going to teach you how to choose the best shipping services. And I'm also going to teach you how you can sell products without having anything to ship, because some people are like, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do the shipping. I'm going to teach you all of that in Product Line to Profits. And I have some special bonuses, okay? Bonus number one is the most requested thing that I get from most people who know anything about me and the fact that I teach people how to launch products. It is a private label hair extension in fashion. I added fashion to that because I had a lot of people asking me about that. And Beauty's wholesaler toolkit. You guys, this toolkit is the end all be all. It is the one thing that you need because it's going to give you direct links to hair extension distributors as well as wholesalers where you can purchase beauty supply products, wigs, nail products, costume jewelry, wholesale t-shirts, handbags, and more. Trust me, this is everything. You hear me? I wish someone had given me these things when I first started out instead of me sitting for hours and hours and hours and days and weeks and months looking for manufacturers and looking for reputable places to manufacture my product and to make prototypes. I didn't have that. In the Product Line to Profits course, I'm going to give you that as a bonus. And for those of you who are here who want to have your own clothing line, maybe you want to have your own online boutique, I'm going to give you designers and places where you can go directly and purchase those wholesale. Now, bonus number 2, how to get funding for your product line. You guys, again, I wish someone would have told me this. You're going to get all this stuff in Product Line to Profits, right? I did not know that I could get a loan from PayPal. Well, back in the day, you couldn't. Now it's available. I did not know that I could get a loan, a business loan from Square. I'm going to teach you all of that stuff in Product Line to Profits. Bonus number 3, you're going to get killer marketing strategies. Yes, that is a biggie. You can have a product all day long. You can have 5, 10, 20 products, but if you don't know how to market them and sell them and get them in the right hands, you have nothing. Like literally, I'm going to teach you the secret marketing strategies that large corporations use and how you can emulate them to sell your own product. Uh-oh, sorry, that's my little baby. My little boy. X out of there. Sorry. All right, so let's go back to the bonuses. Bonus number 4. This is for a lot of you here. A lot of you here are like, Brenda, all of this sounds great. This sounds good. I would love to start my own product so that I could start making money in my sleep, but I don't even know where to start. So this bonus is for those of you who have no product, no problem, because I'm going to teach you how to make a profit with nothing to sell. You hear me? Nothing. You don't need to have a thing, and I'm going to teach you how to make money. Cray, I know, but it's possible. And bonus number 5, I'm going to take you behind the scenes. You're going to go and get to watch a hidden camera of me going inside a beauty supply and hair extension wholesaler. These places are normally closed to the public. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to come in there and see all these low prices that you can purchase hair for and then resell them in your hair salons or resell them on your online store. They do not want you to know this stuff. You guys, I take you behind the scenes. I show you the prices. I show you the products. I show you all these things that you can purchase wholesale and resell them for a profit. Yes. Yes and yes. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? I have some people saying, oh my God, this is amazing. How can I sign up? I want to sign up today. You guys, at the very bottom right here, bit.ly /get PL2P. That's Product Line to Profits. Get Product Line to Profit PL2P. That's where you can go and sign up for Product Line to Profit. And I'll take you there very, very quickly. And the special little gift that I have for those of you who stay to the very end. Now, normally, all of this information, I am going to ask, what do you think someone would charge for all of this? Just type in the comments for me right now. What do you think most people would charge for all of this information plus the bonuses? No, some people are saying, oh, $2,000. Huh. Some people are saying, oh, $4,500. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, really? Okay, $3,000. Some people saying $1,900. All right, I see. Now, you guys, for all of you who came in today and those of you who stayed to the end, this class is not $5,000. It's not $2,000. This course is $997. Yes, only $997, and you get all the bonuses. But I am not going to charge my VIPs $997. You can get the course and all the bonuses today if you choose to sign up through this link for $697. Yes, yes, and yes. And for those of you who stayed to the very end, I got a special something for you. Just a special something. Let me see if I can get to that screen here. We're going to head over to Product Line to Profits. Okay, so when you guys go to that link, this is what you're going to see. Product Line to Profits, everything you need to know about creating and launching your own profitable product line and getting your first sale in less than 90 days. Yes, in 90 days or less, I am here for you. All right, so you guys, for those of you who stayed to the end, I'm just going to scroll to the very bottom. I have some testimonials here of people who already used my strategies and put them in place. They've started their own stores and their own product lines. This is a video that I want you guys to watch first. You get all the information on the class and what you're going to learn, all that good stuff. But I want you to scroll to the very bottom. I have something very special for those of you who stay to the end. You are going to get to sign up for this course for $97 today. 8 payments of $97. You start with 1 payment today. That gets you started. You're going to get everything that I just mentioned, the entire course, the training guide, the product line toolkit. You're going to get the marketing information. You're going to get the no product, no problem. You get all of that stuff for $97. Yes, today. And you pay overtime. That's my special gift for those of you who showed up today. And on top of that, because I like to over deliver, I am going to give you 1 mentoring session. All right. So as we talked about in the beginning of this course, this masterclass today, the biggest mistake that I see, the number 1 mistake that I see new entrepreneurs make is that they don't have a mentor. And I'm giving you the opportunity to not just have the proven system step by step on how to get your product out there from concept to sell. But I'm also going to give you a mentoring session where you can ask me your questions. It's going to be a group mentoring session, but I'm going to be there and answer your questions regarding your product line as you get it off the ground and helping you and guide you throughout the process. All right, you guys, we come to the end of this masterclass. What did you think? We have made it to the end, and I want to thank all of you for showing up. And now I'm going to take your questions. I know there are a lot of people on here, and I may not be able to answer all of them in the time that we have left, but I'm going to try to get through as many as possible. So please, please, please go ahead and type your questions in the question box or in the comments. And let me know if you have any questions regarding the information that we have covered tonight. Go ahead and type in your questions. And I know some people left their questions. Some people left their questions before coming on, and I want to go ahead and answer some of those. And before we get to that, I just want to welcome and thank those of you who are joining. JC, thank you for joining from Texas. Welcome, 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 welcome to Product Line to Profits. I'm super excited to be working with you. Looks like we have, is this Sinette? Sinette, thank you so much. I am super excited to have you in Product Line to Profits. Cannot wait to work directly with you. Welcome. Looks like we have Maria coming from New York. Yes, Maria, I'm super excited that you joined us in Product Line to Profit. So just want to welcome those 3 people in. If you guys want to go ahead and head over and join, I'm just going to put up that link again, bit.ly/get-PL2P. And you can get in. All right, so now some of you have some questions that's not really pertaining to products, and you want to know how to find your target market, right? And I have several people who email prior to the class, how to find your target market. So what I want for you guys to think about is, regardless of what industry you're in, when you put yourself out there, your target market will find you. So my goal with all of my students is to position you in a place where you're not having to seek, you're being sought, if that makes sense. You're not having to seek, you're being sought. So when you put yourself out there, the right target market finds you. So for instance, let's just say you're a colorist, and you know, or maybe you weren't a colorist before, and you're wanting to transition into being known as a colorist. I think that was one of the questions that we got coming in. What you want to do is start taking color clients. And if you can't get color clients, you can do models. And I don't mean runway models. I mean, go and find someone at your local college or university, or maybe you have a family friend who has beautiful hair that will let you experiment or try different things on them. Maybe you have a daughter or a son or whomever that will allow you to to experiment and try some new coloring techniques. So literally document that. And if you are having someone from a college or a university, just make sure they sign a model release form, right? Because you're going to be using these pictures to showcase your work. And you want to do at least 4 or 5 of these. The secret behind this is that when you do about 4 or 5 of these models, nobody knows that they're not paying, right? So you're not going to have the models pay. You might, sometimes you could do a model fee just so that they cover the cost of the color. I don't know. You could do a $20 model fee. It's totally up to you, just so that you're not in the red while you're doing this. And then you're going to actually have them sign a model release form stating that they're giving you permission to take pictures of their hair before and afters. And you can use this on your website, you can use it in your marketing material, and you're going to just document this. You can document the process via a video or pictures on your IG, or just make sure that it's somewhere that most of your audience is. So you're talking about your target market. You want to make sure you document this and put it on the social media platform where your potential target market is. Okay, so if that's Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, make sure you focus on that. And then once you get about 4 or 5 of these, what you'll start noticing is that people will comment on it. They're like, oh my God, that's cool. Or, oh, I like that. Or, you can say when you post on social media, tag a friend who you think would like this look. And before long, you will start to get exposure and people will start to reach out to you. I usually recommend doing this once every couple months. This is how I launched my hair extension line, and this is how I built my hair extension business. When I first started, I didn't know anything about extensions. I went to classes, I learned, and I started doing models. The models didn't pay a lot of money, but the people were looking at the pictures. They don't know. They don't know how much these people have paid. So when you actually do start having your first paying clients come in, you charge what you're worth, right? And these people are not looking at these pictures like, oh, these people are free. These are models. No, they just know, oh my God, you do great work, and they will begin to pay you. So the best way to find your target market is to have your target market find you by putting out what you want to attract. Okay, so we have time for a couple more questions and we're going to be wrapping up. Someone said, product lines and profits, how long do I have to access the information? How about lifetime, forever? Yes, once you sign up, you will have the information available at your fingertips pretty much forever, for life, for a lifetime. So you can log in and go at your own pace. Someone else said, how long will the $97 offer be available for? Not long. Not long at all. So I would encourage you guys to get in. We have only a few spaces available. And those of you who will be watching this in a replay, I know some people could not show up live, but they did go ahead and register for the course. It will be available to you as well. However, once those spots fill, that will go away, and you will not have any access to the bonuses or the mentoring call. Any additional questions, please go ahead and type your questions in, and so that I can answer those, because we're going to be wrapping up very, very soon. Any other questions? Oh, that's a good one. So someone said, I want to start my product line, but I don't know exactly what I want to create. And that is why Product Lines of Profits is going to be a great resource for you. You guys, what I want to say about that, so the person is like, I don't know what I want to create. You don't have to create a physical product, right? If you're not ready to actually, go through the process, or look for a prototype, or, put your name on a brand or a bottle, what have you, you can create a digital product. And that is huge right now, you guys. Digital products are, it's the wave of the future. And what a digital product is it's a course, it's a class, it's a video series, it's you teaching what you already know. There's some of you who are experts. I know you don't look at yourself like that, but there's some of you, you have a technique, you have a way of putting on lashes, or doing microblading, or doing makeup, or cutting a certain type of bob, or updos, bridal updos. You have a special way of doing certain things that other people would love to learn. You literally can have someone film you doing that, and 4 or 5 videos, and you can sell that, you guys. People want to learn. People want to learn from you, and they want to learn your technique. And what I want you to understand is that you have greatness within you. There is something amazing and great that you have to offer the world. So don't, second guess yourself. You can take your knowledge, you can take your knowledge and you can profit from it. You can sell a course or videos so that other people can learn from you, and then you can make money from that. So don't just, think that this is just about physical products or something tangible. This is something that you can utilize for all the years of experience that you gain, all those times that you've gone, to hair shows, or all those times that you've taken a class, and all the information that you've learned, and you kind of developed your own way of doing things. You can package that up, and you can create a digital product. So I'm going to double check. It looks like we have a few more questions coming in. I'm going to ask that you guys email me those. Let's see. The best way to email them to me is hairartistacademy@gmail.com. hairartistacademy@gmail.com, because that's our time. You guys made it to the very end of this masterclass. Thank you again so much for showing up. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all. I just want to go ahead and congratulate the rest of you who are joining Product Lines to Profits. Look like we have Lakeisha. Looks like we have Sonia. Looks like we have Janelle. Looks like we have who is this? Rachel. Rachel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining Product Lines and Profits. I look forward to working with you inside. And until next time, live your purpose, pursue your passion, and be the prosperous beings you were born to be.